Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom nestled between rolling hills and sparkling rivers, lived a beautiful princess named Luna. Now, Luna wasn't your typical princess. She didn't care much for fancy dresses or attending royal balls. Instead, she spent her days exploring the lush forest that surrounded the kingdom, befriending all manner of woodland creatures. She had a particular fondness for unicorns, those majestic horses with a single spiraling horn on their foreheads. They were her favorite animal in the whole wide world. One day, while wandering through the forest, Lena stumbled upon something truly magical. Hidden glade bathed in an ethereal glow. In the center stood a shimmering portal that seemed to lead to another realm. Curiosity got the better of her and she stepped through, finding herself in a breathtaking world unlike any she'd ever seen. Before, the sky was filled with swirling rainbows. The trees shimmered with an otherworldly light and tiny winged fairies zipped between the branches. It was pure magic. As Lena stood there mesmerized, a voice echoed through the glade. "Welcome, Princess Luna. I have been expecting you." Startled, Lena whirled around to find a majestic unicorn standing before her. Its coat was the color of fresh fallen snow, its mane and tail flowed like liquid silver, and its horns sparkled with every color imaginable. "Who are you?" Lena whispered, awestruck by the creature's beauty. "I am Celeste," the unicorn replied, its voice like the tinkling of bells. "And you, Princess Luna, are the last hope for our world." Before Lena could ask any more questions, Celeste dipped her head towards the portal. "We haven't much time. You must come with me." With that, she turned and disappeared through the swirling light, leaving Lena no choice but to follow if she wanted answers. Taking a deep breath, Lena stepped back through the portal, finding herself once again in the familiar glade of her own world, but the peaceful surroundings now seemed dull and lifeless compared to what she'd just experienced. And as she turned to leave, she noticed something lying on the ground near the portal, a single white feather that shimmered with the same magical glow she'd seen in the other realm. With the feather clutched in her hand, Lena hurried back to the castle, her mind racing with questions about the mysterious world she visited and the unicorn Huidi called for help. As soon as she entered her room, she spread the feather on her bed, examining it closely. Suddenly, the feather began to glow brightly and images flashed through Lena's mind, showing her a world similar to her own, yet subtly different. In this world, magic was commonplace. Unicorns roamed freely and the very air shimmered with wonder, but now the land was shrouded in darkness, the vibrant colors drained away, replaced by a bleak gray. A shadow loomed over everything, draining the world of its joy and magic. When the vision faded, Lena felt a pang of sadness. It was clear that the beautiful world she'd seen was in peril, and the unicorn, Celeste, believed she could help. Determined to find a way back, Lena searched for any clue that might lead her to the mysterious glade. Shiram family crest, an intricate silver pendant in the shape of a crescent moon. As she held it, memories of her mother, the late queen, flooded her mind. The queen had often spoken of a hidden world accessible only through a magical portal, a place where unicorns roamed free and magic flowed like water. Could this be the same place? Just then, Lena's pendant began to glow, bathing her room in a soft silvery light. Startled, Lena watched as the glow intensified until she could bear to look away. When she dared to open her eyes again, she found herself standing in the very same glade from before. The air crackled with magic, the trees hummed with energy, and the portal shimmered invitingly in the distance. Lena smiled, knowing that she was exactly where she needed to be. As Lena stepped into the glade, a wave of dizziness washed over her, and when she could see again, she found herself face to face with Celeste. "You came back," Celeste said, her voice filled with relief. "I knew you would." Without wasting any more time, Celeste explained what was happening to their world. The Shadow Weaver is draining the joy and magic from our realm, turning everything to gray. Only the Lightbringer can defeat him, and you, Princess Luna, are the Lightbringer." Confused but determined to help, Lena asked, "How can I stop the Shadow Weaver?" Celeste explained that deep within the Shadow Weaver's lair was a pool of pure darkness. To defeat him, Lena would have to retrieve a crystal vial filled with the essence of true happiness and pour it into the pool, thereby banishing the darkness forever. Lena knew what she had to do, but as they journeyed deeper into the Shadow Weaver's domain, fear began to creep in. The vibrant colors of the unicorn world seemed to fade with every step, replaced by a chilling grayness. Lena could feel the darkness seeping into her own heart, threatening to consume her hope and joy. Then suddenly, the path ahead split into three, each direction shrouded in gloom. "Which way, Celeste?" Lena whispered, her voice trembling slightly. "This way," said a voice, smooth as silk and cold as ice. Startled, Lena and Celeste whirled around to find a tall, shadowy figure standing where moments before there had been nothing. The figure glided forward, revealing himself to be the Shadow Weaver. His eyes glinted with malevolent amusement. "So the little princess has come to save the day. How cute," he sneered, "but I wouldn't bother. If I were you, the crystal vial you seek is guarded by my most fearsome creatures. Even a unicorn might hesitate to go up against them." "That won't stop us," Lena said, her voice trembling slightly. Despite her fear, Lena knew she couldn't back down. The fate of this world, with its unicorns and magic and wonder, rested on her shoulders. With a determined nod, Lena and Celeste pressed on, venturing deeper into the labyrinthine depths of the Shadow Weaver's lair. The closer they got to the heart of his domain, the more Lena's hope dwindled. Everything the Shadow Weaver had said was coming true. The paths ahead were treacherous, guarded by fearsome creatures who attacked without warning. Each challenge chipped away at Lena's confidence, making her doubt her ability to save this world. They faced grotesque trolls who lurked beneath bridges, their eyes gleaming with malicious intent. They navigated mazes patrolled by silent, watchful gargoyles, their stone faces expressionless and unyielding. And always there was the whispering doubt in Lena's ear, telling her she was out of her depth, that this world with its magic and wonder was not meant for her. But through it all, Celeste remained by Lena's side, her gentle encouragement a beacon in the darkness. "You can do this, Princess Lena. You are the light bringer. This world needs you." At last they reached the final chamber, and there before them lay a crystal vial filled with a shimmering golden liquid. It was the essence of true happiness, and Lena knew that pouring it into the pool of darkness would banish the Shadow Weaver forever. But as she approached the pool, she hesitated. The darkness seemed to writhe and twist, reaching out to her like grasping claws. Doubt and fear threatened to overwhelm her, but then she looked back at Celeste, whose eyes shone with unwavering faith and trust. Taking a deep breath, Lena closed her eyes, remembering the wonder and joy she'd felt when she first stepped into this magical realm, remembering the laughter of fairies, the grace of unicorns, and the vibrant colors that had filled her vision. With newfound determination, Lena opened her eyes, raised the vial high above her head, and poured it into the pool. As the golden liquid touched the darkness, it flared and hissed like 1,000 tiny flames, then burst forth in a blinding flash of light. The chamber shook, the darkness writhed, and the Shadow Weaver's anguished cry echoed through the halls of his lair. When Lena could see again, the chamber was filled with a warm golden light. The shadows were gone, banished forever, and in their place, vibrant colors returned, filling the room with life and joy, weak but triumphant. Lena sank to her knees, and the unicorns gathered around her, nuzzling her hand and whinnying softly. Through her tears, Lena saw Celeste approach, and the unicorn dipped her head in acknowledgement. You have saved our world, Princess Luna. You are truly the light bringer. Suddenly, the portal shimmered into existence behind Lena, and she knew it was time to return home. With a heavy heart, she bid farewell to Celeste and the other unicorns, promising to never forget her time in this magical realm. As she stepped through the portal, the familiar sights and sounds of her own world washed over her, and she couldn't help but smile. Though her adventure had been filled with peril and uncertainty, she had emerged victorious, having saved a world she had never known existed and made a friend that would last a lifetime.